Hello. Can't sleep? What are you up to, Alex? Well, we're gonna stream. We're gonna build a keyboard. Although, I didn't get to sleep much either. Another night with no AC, and I literally could not fall asleep for hours. It was sweating, like it was so bad. This is Mecha Kaiju. Yes. I've been so bored. It's finally time. Well, hopefully we get to do a fun keyboard for everyone today. You should sue. I don't know. Honestly, man, I think I'm so sleep deprived right now. The last like few days, I've just not been getting any, dude. Coop, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate it, dude. I sweat in my sleep even when the AC is on. I don't know, man. It's just so. Am I sick? Well, my throat might be a little bit worn out from yesterday because we went to the meetup. You know, all us Canadians were at the meetup. But yeah, what's the temperature where you're at? I mean, I don't know what it is right this instant. It's 20 Celsius outside, but I think inside this place here, it's inside my condo, it's like 26 or something. I have a fan running because we don't have AC. But I think we're getting it next week or sometime later this. I have no idea, honestly. Hey, Pookie Wookie. What's up, Salmon? Vader says, hey, my first stream, love your YouTube channel. Bought the cycle because of you. How are you enjoying it? And thanks for being here, Vader. I appreciate you. Zach says, hey there. Or hey, here to drop in again from a monthly wow. Wait, I don't know if it's going to read it. Sometimes it doesn't read it, though. Been a busy month, but gave my notice of marriage the other day. Shit's getting real now? Dude, let's go, bro. 26.5 in my garden at the moment in the UK. So basically, I am in your garden right now, Zach. Thank you so much for the tier 2, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. What's up, Moose? What's up, Megan? How you doing? What's up, Farhan? What's up, Elquan? We have similar temperatures in the Netherlands, but in our culture, for some reason, we don't have ACs ever. Well, I never really had much, like, AC growing up either. Like, we didn't really turn it on. But, like, it's just been so humid in this condo because our unit doesn't, like, the unit does not get much circulation of air at all. And I don't know if you guys know, but like condo windows, they don't actually open up very much. It's like this is the window and they tilt like this and then you get a little bit. So it's pretty bad, man. Sorry if my throat seems a little bit, it's not sore, it's just worn out, I think. Saw you mentioning switching to Mac. Do you still use Photoshop because of compatibility for customer files? If not, have you checked out Affinity Photo? I'm using Mac full time. I don't really touch my Windows computer unless I'm playing video games. It's sitting in a corner in the bedroom. So I just use Mac now. I have no issues with anything, like at all. Oh man. The meetup was good though yesterday. The meetup was really good. I got to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. There was some familiar faces. There was a lot of new faces at the meetup, which was really awesome as well. So it was fun. Like I don't know who here was there as well. If anyone's in chat lurking, but it was fun. There was so many awesome people. Got to see a lot of interesting keyboards. I think my favorite keyboard of the meetup, and I did take some pictures. I didn't take a lot because I ended up being social most of the meetup. They had an Evergarden 65. So they had the Violet Evergarden keyboard, and of course, that was my favorite thing at the meetup. It was so nice. Alex, you ignored me when I said hi at the meetup. That's a blatant lie, Adam. Were you using Nikon or Canon DSLR? I'm looking to buy an old Nikon. Back in the day, I did use Nikon, and I just recently got rid of my last Nikon piece. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Tier 1, dude. Affinity made Mac soft first, serious competitors with one-time payment, no subscription BS. I haven't really had a need to switch. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes Adobe updates drive me up walls, but God, dude, I'm so tired. I hate this. It's so warm. Even now it's so warm. The 182 words per minute typing speed was nuts. The longbow is hilarious. Oh, that really long keyboard. Is that what it was called? There was a 7-foot keyboard there. How you liking the protagonist?
God damn, dude.
Oh my god, JQ, thank you, bro. I appreciate the 5 tier 1s. Thank you. It's really good. I just don't have a VO file for it yet, so I can't 100% use it the way I want right now. So it's a little tricky, but once I get the VO file, it should be good. Is it humid? Dude, it's so humid. Like, I'm hoping I don't bust into sweating this stream, bro. But yeah, it was good. And then I got to see a lot of artisans this year. I feel like there was less artisans this year at the meetup, which is, I don't know if it's just like how the hobby's sort of shifting. And then what else was really cool? The vendors were crazy. There was the biggest lineup for Osame, like the biggest lineup. Honestly, you could have told me that was just a lineup for an Osame launch of keycaps or something, and I would have believed you guys. It almost felt like the majority of people were there just for the Osame stuff. But there was a lot of fun stuff. A lot of like really interesting. There were some like really rare keyboards. A lot of fun like personal projects. Definitely a little bit less keyboards than last year, just because I think there was probably a little bit, you know, of a shorter notice for people to bring things. So I ended up bringing my little bro more stuff than for him than I did for myself. Honestly, it makes sense. I picked up a few little freebies. I was giving away pocket Nixies. Only a few people asked me for them. So I gave away a few of those. I think I gave away 10 or 15 or something like that. I did. Whoever came up and asked for one, I just gave a pocket Nixie. Yeah. Bro, I need a pocket Nixie. Damn oceans between us. It was fun. It was a fun meetup though. The keyboard hype died down because COVID is over and the hypebeasts are going crazy over V60 coffees. Really? Why are they going crazy over V60s? Alex giving away pocket sand? Oh my god. Pocket Nixie was a fun surprise. Did not expect it. I hope you guys end up using them. What happened, Soran? Why a bunch of question marks, huh? Did you have a posse? No, I was there. Just chilling. I said hi to everyone. I had the Heracles 80. You brought... I didn't see anyone bring a hair. I just saw the Cupid. I think Bree Wonderful brought the Cupid. I'm at the pool. Can I get a quick kiss? Dandy, of course. Got you, dude. Alex is a lone wolf? Yeah. I just went by myself. All you need is a V60 cheap plastic kit. What do you mean Hypebeasts are going for that? I'm wondering if there's like special editions. Burn, thank you so much for the tier 1. And Red, thank you so much for the tier 1.
I hope to give up Pocket Greg pieces to finally be rid for that godforsaken set.
I was going to dress up one of the keyboards in Greg, but I'm glad I didn't. Someone else brought Greg. That's all I need to see was one Greg at the meetup. And thank you, Red Takes. Hello, my guy. Hope all is well. It's going today. It's going.
Hello, my guy. Hope all is well.
It's going. I'm just tired today. I think I'm also just a little bit socially worn out. But I think it's just more my throat hurts a little bit. Well, it feels worn out. Shouldn't say hurts. And also, I'm just exhausted. The next Toronto meetup, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with the future of Toronto meetups. Maybe I can convince Mike from Novel Keys to do something. I want to take it over, but I don't know how. And I just don't know if I have the mental capacity to. But it'd be cool. I don't know. I'm still debating. Who knows? Either way, it'd be next year. Alex, your hair looks fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's, I actually did my hair a little bit for yesterday, which I think it ended up melting in the heat anyways, so... Alex, you must have one more meetup so I can well, okay, I'm probably going to go to the Novel Keys one. Probably. And then I'm hopefully going to the one in LA as well. I don't know. I have no idea. There's a big upfront cost to rent the space for the people at Vince. Yeah, there's definitely a big upfront cost. All right. You make me melt. How was your guys' weekend? How was Saturday for you guys? More importantly, because I think that is definitely the more important question here. What did you guys end up doing? By the way, I didn't take a whole ton of photos. I think I maybe took 40 photos. It got pretty packed. I thought there wasn't going to be 500 people at the meetup, but ended up apparently being close to, I think, a little over 500. So it got pretty packed, and then it was just kind of hard to navigate with my camera, and I didn't take as many photos as I want, and I just ended up talking a lot of the time, so... Sitting at a table staring at 4 Kohakus, I know, it was crazy. There was a lot of unicorns and a lot of Kohakus this year. My wallet is hurting after taking my dog to the vet. Oh, I hope everything's okay, JQ. Was it just like a regular thing, or did something happen? I remember last year walking in the rain to get breakfast with Alex and the crew. Yeah, at least this year here was a little bit better weather. Last year it rained on all of us, which is typical Toronto. Built a Cycle 7 this week, an amazing board for the price. Yes, it is. It's a very good. I can't wait for the new cycle. The new cycle is going to be very interesting.
Hope all is well.
It's going, Aqua. Thank you so much for almost 2 years. Thank you. All's going well. I've been doing some like posture exercises a little bit too, because my posture has been shitty this week. But it's going well. All the whales came out this year from the looks of it. Dude, you know, I thought, you know, I always feel weird bringing keyboards to things. And I brought the what's it called? The, oh my God, the Event Horizon. And I was like, dude, the Event Horizon pales in comparison to some of the boards people brought yesterday. There was like, I swear every table had like 3 or 4 Kohakus and like 2 unicorns. And they weren't even just like regular run-of-the-mill like group buy ones. They were like special edition, 1 of 50, 1 of 25. I'm like, why? Like, how did everyone get these things? Oh, Rum, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. The Cloud9 did not help me in pulling the trigger. Thanks for bringing it. Yeah, the Cloud... I should... People did say that I probably should have brought the Neo Ergo, and I think I just forgot. I think people did mention it. I just wanted to bring 2. Ken, thank you so much for the 100 bits, man. I appreciate you. The Kyogre Kohaku. Oh, the one that the Minoki's table had? Yeah. How was the meetup? It was good. It was good. A lot of fun people were there. Event Horizon nicer IMO. Okay. I think there was some tables that had some pretty nice things, I'd personally say. I saw there was an HK Corn. There was an HK Corn. I think, was there 2? I think there might have been 2 HK Corns. There definitely was 1. There was 1 HK Corn. Definitely there. So many special boards. Special boards aren't special. Yeah, you know what's funny? There was too many special edition boards. Way too many. The System 65 looks nice. System 65, which one's that one there? Did Jeff bring one of the patina corns? Oh, I wish Jeff was there. He wasn't there. I wish it was a lot of people there. All right, quick little thing. Today we're doing. I don't know why it's like dusty. We're doing the Evil Lurk Epic Epoch. I don't know actually how they want to pronounce this one. 87. There's going to be some unknown stuff with this board that just hasn't been decided. This is still kind of in the interest check phase. So we'll take a look at it today. We're going to take our time. I'm not going to be doing the extra build today just because I think I am 2 things mentally wiped today still. And then I'm just going to move it to tomorrow because I think I'm just tired. And then also I have to do something after stream today. In AI, it's called Epoch. I don't even know. Epic Epoch. Do you take photos? I did. I didn't do the one thing I wanted to do because I got distracted with so much conversations. I really wanted to, and I think next meetup, because I think I'm going to be going to some smaller meets as well. I want to take picture of people and their keyboards. I only got 1 person and their keyboard. Like I want to like ask people to like grab their keyboard and take pictures. I don't want to just take pictures of the keyboards. But because the meetup was so hectic and it was kind of tight, just like towards the beginning anyways, it was kind of difficult to do that. And then also I got just distracted with a lot of conversation. But next time I go to one, I am definitely making that. Like I am just turning my brain off in terms of convo, and I'm just going to focus on doing that. I really want to do it. I took more pictures than I usually do though, which was nice, finally. But not a lot of stuff I wanted to take. But I mean, hey, it's whatever. I still really enjoyed it. It was fun conversating with everybody, man. Ken Guru, will you take Sunday pics today? We'll see if we have time. Alex wearing nonverbal next meetup, walking, giving everyone stink eye. No, you know what? As much as I say that, honestly, Trudeau, I don't think I have it in my heart to do that. I feel like if someone wants to have a full conversation with me, I probably end up just doing that and just putting all my wants on the back burner. Alex, are you going to upload pictures? I'll probably edit them. Like, there's not many, Sen. I'll put them in the Discord. There's not a whole lot. Roddy, thank you so much for the tier 1. So nice.
Hey Alex. Haven't caught up on the protagonist VOD yet. Could you give me a TLDR?
So the TLDR I can really give you on the board is it's fantastic. It sounds great. There's a lot of options, which might be one of its pitfalls when it comes to fulfillment, just because there is a lot of options. I know Lubed has delivered things in the past. I'm just not sure. Like, it's always a different beast in ball game when you have this many options and this many SKUs to fulfill. So you might have to wait. There might be some slowdown when it comes to that probably isn't anticipated. And let's be real, like I don't have like the, not confidence per se, I just don't have the know if Lubed can deliver SKUs like this, like quick. But they have done deliveries for keyboards in the past, and apparently it was done with pretty speedy. So I'm having some confidence. But other than that, it was just some small, like, minor little things during the stream that really don't affect the board at all. But it sounded great. I was really happy with it. The board is really cool. I definitely, I think during this stream, we saw a lot of, like, small things that I was really happy about. And even Wired In was like, well, I'm surprised you noticed that. So there's a lot of care, I think, that went into this. There were some really cool people that worked on this. So I think you'll end up liking it. You see the Waves 60? Let's see this thing. I don't know why Z Frontier always takes forever to load for me. Whoa. This thing's trippy. I mean, it's cool. I feel like this would be expensive. That thing is interesting. Hey Alex, how was the meet? It was really good. It was really good. I can't wait to do another one. I think every time I do a meetup, because it's been a while since I've seen keyboard people, and every time I do a meetup, I want to do another one like immediately after. I love socializing, like I love it. But yeah, waiting for the next one now, basically. What's up, I Exist? How you doing? Would you recommend the Protagonist or Cloud9? Really depends on what you're looking for. I think the Cloud9 is definitely more of a classy look, right? And this is going to come down strictly to, I think typing feel and sound both can be great. It's going to come down strictly to what you want to sink your money in, I think for appearance-wise. I think this keyboard is definitely going to be a bit more modern, but I think the Cloud9 is a bit more of a classic. Kind of probably sounds a bit pretentious saying that, out loud. But if you kind of wanted a more modern, kind of, simplistic look, I think you're going to like the Protagonist more. If you wanted a happy marriage between materials, Protagonist also has a polycarbonate version, which looks great. But I do think the Cloud9 definitely has a more timeless overall look. So if you wanted just that basic kind of keyboard shape with a lot of care and love that went into the keyboard, I think you'll love the Cloud9. Yeah, I'm a bit sad Vince is going to be retiring from it now too, man. I've always enjoyed the meets, so. First time catching you live, been watching you on YouTube for ages, but looking forward to the build. Also, what are your thoughts on silent switches? I love silent switches. I don't use them enough because unfortunately, silent switches are, they're not the most fun to stream. People expect silence and then they get silence and it's not like a wow factor, but I love them. I personally have a whole big batch that I've been waiting to put in a few keyboards. So soon I'm going to be doing another silent build for my my gaming computer, I guess. So I love them though; they're fantastic, and they are something I would use. What's up, Strike? How you doing, man? How was the stream, bro? Alex, have a good stream. Thank you, Strike. How was yours? All right, so we'll quickly talk about this, and then I'll talk about some other stuff. Wait, I'll answer one more question. First live stream, would you say your top 5 keyboard list has changed? If you mean the one that I have on the website, I wouldn't say that's exactly a top 5 like overall. That's just the top 5 that you can actually purchase. I don't think much of it has really changed, perhaps some additions, but like I'd still confidently recommend any of those things, assuming they're still in stock on that list. I'm actually going to be doing a Q2, Q3 version of that list as well. JN. So if you kind of want some updated thoughts, I'll probably list some new stuff, but I can probably guarantee you most of it's probably going to stay the same, assuming everything's still in stock, right? But yeah, I'd still say that that list still holds up. It's still keyboards I wholeheartedly recommend and had a good time using and still use. All right, so this is from a new brand, a new vendor, a new designer called Evolurk. And they have some interesting designs. They actually had one design, which I would show you guys on stream, but I don't feel like setting up my share screen for that right now. They had one basically based off a Leica camera, which I thought was a bit out there. They ended up reworking it to make it look a little bit nicer, because I used my Geekhack account for once, and I actually made a comment saying that I liked the overall thought process. I just thought the design was too literal. So they have some interesting designs. This is also, I'd say, one of their more interesting boards. It definitely has some style to it, but it has some like functionality, and I would even say that the board looks very pretty. It's not like overly stylized. So don't open the cover, keep talking. Thank you, Sari. I appreciate you. So yeah, it has some interesting stuff. Now, there's a lot of missing details for this board because it's still an interest track. So this is going to be more of a showcase just so everyone's aware of what we're doing today. I do have some extra details that aren't listed, but I can't guarantee you guys these details are going to like hold up until maybe when the group buy starts. So we don't know when the group buy is going to be. We also don't know some other things like sale type. I'm assuming it's going to be a group buy though. I'm hoping maybe they can make it a what's it called? Oh my god. In stock buy, and then the only thing that I have info-wise, it might be around $450. The keyboard they sent over today is freaking heavy. It's very heavy, but it has some awesome stuff in it. Like, for example, it's a TKL that has a 18 they say 3.4, but let's just say 18.5 millimeter front height. It is going to be very comfy, hopefully, to type on. It has some interesting parts. It has a lot of parts to it. And then you can also, I think you can technically build this plateless. But it should be interesting. Let's take a look. So, inside the box, we have a bunch of different plates. And again, I don't know what exactly will be coming with this, because this is an interest check kind of look. So we have what looks like a aluminum PC and FR4. We have two different PCBs, so it does look like they're going to be offering flex cut and non-flex cut. Big appreciate on that. That is very, very awesome. Very much like that. We can take a closer look at the PCBs. Although I don't know if they're going to be offering a solderable, and I would love that, but I think maybe I'm the odd man out there. Some foams. Pretty standard these days to get foam in kits. This was interesting too. I already took a look at this because I was like, what the hell is this? I don't know if this is coming with the keyboard, but it is a screwdriver kit. And it's a whole screwdriver kit. I don't know if this will come with it. That'll be interesting if it does, but hey, interesting. It's not just like one screw or one thing in a bit, you know? I think that's it for this. And then we have some feet, I believe. We have actually, this is just an empty box over here, because I think these might be already installed. But there's an OLED for this as well. We have some screws, some clear gaskets, more screws, some ribbon cables, screws, and more screws. There's a lot of screws to this build because there's a lot of parts. So let's take a look now at the actual board. Like I said, it's actually a very interesting keyboard. Alright, we're screwed. A lot of screws. So, it's interesting. Very interesting. I like this color a lot too. It's definitely different than kind of the normal cream keyboards we get, but very cool. So this is where the OLED sits, right over here actually. So they kind of blended it into the top frame where it kind of looks like it'd be one big screen, but it's actually just a small little screen over here. So that's very, very interesting. And then we don't have like the thinnest bezels in the world, but we also have some kind of stylized, we have a raised area over here. Kind of show you guys the side profile of this. So it's a box on wedge, but it definitely has a little bit more to it. And you can just see, I don't know if you guys are familiar with my thoughts on front heights, but you can see how thin that really gets. So they kind of taper it down, which is nice. A looks cool. Definitely has, again, some styling on the side over here. You get this big copper weight on the back, and then you have more parts to the back over here. Let's just remove this now. Again, I think this looks quite nice. We have some press and feet. Thank you, Sari. I appreciate the prime. Thank you, thank you. It looks cool. I like the way this looks. They had some interesting finishes over here. Epoch, some minimal branding, which I appreciate. It's not plastered everywhere like some other keyboards. This is a really nice weight. So it has the copper piece over here, then you have this extra additional piece with this really cool finishing. We've seen stuff like this on the Percent Studios boards, and it's nice. It's a nice kind of like ribbed texture. I know some people are gonna run with that now and make fun of me for saying the word ribbed, but yeah. And then you can technically build this playlist, which who knows, maybe we'll do today. I haven't really quite decided, but it's an interesting looking board, and you have some red accents. They do have on the Geek Hack a whole bunch of different colors, it looks like. I don't know exactly what their finalized color palettes will be, but they're saying this is a retro style. I don't know if I agree with this being kind of a retro style. I don't know if you guys agree with it. Would you guys consider this retro? Doesn't really look too retro to me. Yeah, it's not really retro. And then you get the back over here. This is going to be a non-centered USB-C, which I'm fine with. But some people might not be fine with. It is recessed too, which is nice. It doesn't look like it's sitting a whole hell of a lot proper right now, but we'll go in and adjust that. Maybe it's just kind of sitting there loose. We'll see if that's an issue. Again, this is a prototype, an early prototype. I don't think that should be an issue. Probably just needs to be screwed down or something. Honestly, for me, the weight looks a little too busy. Totally. Making it cream doesn't automatically make it retro. True. Yeah, like I said, I don't really think it looks retro. I think maybe they got inspired by some retro elements, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys noticed this. This is a small detail. They have the two red stripes over here, and then they kind of carried it over to the back over here, which is really cool. So they kind of carried the red stripes. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the ribbon cables, but you know, if that's what's going to make this keyboard lower front height, I guess I'm fine with it. Should be interesting to install, though, because two ribbon cables on the opposite sides, unless you kind of have to install it this way, then flip it in. But let's take this apart really quick and see what's on the inside of this. Could you show the weight again? Yeah. I don't mind it either. I think this is actually really cool. All right. Let's use my own screwdriver kit for this. Should I? Or use theirs? Yeah, fuck it. Use theirs. Why not? Yeah, and then it has an LED display too. Sorry if I seem a little stuffed up, guys. It's because I think my throat's still a little bit off from yesterday. So I apologize if I seem a little stuffy today. I don't mind the design, but maybe just too many colors. I actually think the colors all work very well. I actually think this would look nicer as a silver for this particular unit, but we're all a little different, and that's okay. The peachy color makes it more on trend. Oh, the copper here. Let's just dump it all on the desk over here. But yeah, I can't wait for some AC in this condo, man. Sweating always. I thought this is your moaning voice. No, this voice is Alex had a long day yesterday voice. This is the bag of, this bag was like completely full to the brim of Nixies, and I gave away pocket Nixies at the meetup yesterday for funsies. A few people asked for some pocket Nixies, so it was fun. I think the meetup went very well. I hope everyone who ended up attending yesterday. I heard there was another meetup too yesterday too. There was one in California, was it? Oh, interesting. So there's a second piece to the top frame, which I'm kind of curious, and I kind of want to open this just to see what it looks like. But there is a second piece. Interesting. So there is a lot of pieces to this, so this is making more and more sense why this would cost $450, by the way. So again, you kind of have a weight, secondary pieces over here. I think that might even be a secondary piece. They have like a little diagram, but yeah, a lot of pieces to this. Definitely a lot of pieces. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be $450. Bit more of an expensive board. The copper looks great. It's an interesting looking keyboard. And also, Pazuzu, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Mounting point check. Well, because this uses, it does seem like it has mounting points under the spacebar, which is a bit of a shame, but it's using non-adhesive gasket feet, which makes it a little easier to kind of justify why they did that. Now, how on earth does this open? Oh, this just comes off the top. Ah, interesting. So there's the OLED. Interesting. And these are the accents. So these are even separate pieces here. And there's the OLED right there. Very, very interesting. Cool. That orange pops in the protagonist. Yeah, it is a very bright orange. Okay, let's put this back together now. Now that I've seen this. My curiosity has been satisfied. Screen reminds me of the Apple Touch Bar. Yeah, it definitely is a little bit Touch Bar inspired. It would have been very cool if they made the whole top row a big OLED, but I don't know what the hell you'd use that for. Mechakaiju slaps using it right now. It is definitely a great set. Definitely a very pretty set. All right, so let's move these to this side. Let's take a look at that PCB that I promised we'd look at too. Probably stupid, but I wonder if there's a benefit to having that as a separate piece opposed to a solid frame piece. I don't know. I really don't know. Probably not going to be using this one here, guys. I'm going to be straight up with you. I still, to this day, like, I find it very difficult to want to use flex cuts because of how much, what it does to the sound is it really thins it out. So, again, not hating on it, but I'm probably not going to use this. This is not for me. I appreciate that there's options, though. We're not going to be using this particular one, though. Still appreciate there's options. Does it come in any of the colors? It does seem like there's some pretty basic colors for this. A lot of options though for the hot swap. That's good to see. We have step caps, we have split, we have ISO, we have split back, we have tons of stuff here. 2 different spacebar sizes. That is good to see. We are using KL sockets, which have become my, they're good sockets. I'm not crapping on the quality, but God, I hate this additional piece of metal that they put now. It gets caught on any fabrics you put on if you're trying to build this up in, like, I don't know, a desk pad or something, so be careful. Still don't quite understand why they put that extra piece of metal on the sockets, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. Whatever. But yeah, not a bad looking PCB. We do have, unfortunately, some mounting points under the spacebar. However, technically, you can just not put any of the gaskets, which are, little socks you can put on. We'll see if that affects anything in the keyboard. It really shouldn't because the gases look quite thick. But yeah, not bad. And I think this is a 1.6. Pretty positive this is 1.6. We'll actually have to test it because I want to use clip-ins today. Is it like bolstered? Wait, a bolster to help the socket not pop out? No, I've tried to sit here and I've tried to be like, what is that extra piece of metal really serve a purpose for? I can't tell you. I have no idea what that piece of metal serves a purpose for. I really don't. But they're really sharp, and you got to be careful when using them or if you're building up the PCB on like a desk pad or a piece of fabric, they kind of pull at the fabric. So you gotta be a little bit careful. No idea. Absolutely none. None of the other brands of sockets have that. It's just the KL ones, at least to my knowledge, anyways. All right, cool. I guess let's start doing our stabs. Let me just work up one stab here to make sure it's a 1.6 mil. Free tiny box cutters? Oh my goodness. Free tiny box cutters. But yeah, how are you guys doing? How's everyone doing today? Anyone's just tuning in? sore muscles and fingers. Manually breaking in Nixies? What the? You're manually breaking in Nixies today? Cladney's flying off the shelves. It's a very nice set. Tired work drained me yesterday? Dude, did you have like a long shift or? Just finished putting my keycaps back on after a good clean. Had poutine and a good hike? Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's big news. That is very big news. So 1.6. Good, good, good. Very happy about that. Do you find any diamonds? We weren't actually... So, Kenny, I wasn't actually playing like real Minecraft yesterday. I was playing Minecraft Dungeons. When me and my friend, we started that yesterday. Or 2 days ago. Because it was on sale and we were so bored. So we're just like, yeah, it's a great game. It's not bad. I'm having fun with it. It's kind of it's simple. We don't have to think too hard because like it's not like super difficult, at least yet. So I shot a wedding yesterday that ended up having me run around a bunch. It was a bit stressful. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Any wedding photographers out there, you guys have big respect from me, because I don't think I could ever do that. I did one event ever, like I did a quinceañera a long time ago, and it was when I was kind of starting off, like I wanted to like dip my toes into like photography, and it was for a friend too, and it was so stressful, and it took so long to edit all those photos and just get it. Like I didn't realize how much work was involved in event stuff, that I was like, you know what? I think I'm better as a product photographer, and doing stills of things that like I can control, which is what I ended up doing. But you guys have so much respect I have for you guys. It is so crazy how hard that job is. Did you bring yourself to take some photos yesterday? I took a few. I didn't take a lot. Unfortunately, it got a little bit busy yesterday. Next week I have 3 weddings in a row. Oh my god, disguised. A little small saying that I'm sure you'll probably go, yeah, shut up, Alex. If you're booking too much, your prices are too low. I'm gonna be honest with you, disguised. Sometimes you want to underbook and charge a little bit more so you can hone in on your craft. I know it sounds weird saying that out loud, and some people might be like, Alex, that sucks, don't say that. You pay for experience, right? With any sort of art form and stuff like that, you always pay for experience. I'm sure you already know this, but I'll just tell everyone else too. But people who stack schedule, well, my stack schedule is from stuff, showcases that unfortunately come at a very awkward time all the time. But if I had control over everything, it wouldn't happen that way. But yeah, unfortunately it's a little different when it comes to event stuff, and like when I used to do product photography and all that other stuff full time. Yeah, it was very crazy. We have extra guys that I can use. I just prefer to be on. Yeah, no, you know what? I get that too. It's right there on the keyboard. Oh my god, Plady. Plady, it was a pleasure meeting you yesterday, by the way. Oh, let me get some of these out. You need to have someone plan/admin. For me, it's a little different because sometimes I'll get hit up by someone and be like, we have this crazy keyboard and people want to hear your thoughts, and it only runs for 2 days. Sometimes I've actually told people no, because I can't like bring myself to like do a board in 2 days and, you know, have to pump out all this crazy content. There are sometimes I really want to weigh in my thoughts because like I'm skeptical about things. So those are the sacrifice. It's not even a sacrifice really, but like this is sometimes the extra work you have to take on doing this kind of stuff. Your firstborn, thankfully other people stopped me from doing that. Yeah. I get you, bro. Alright, let's clip some stabs. What's up, Notice? How you doing? I've lost control. There's no escape. Give me space. Oh, good old keyboard jokes. Talked to Vince and asked him to be considered to help organize next year's meetup. Oh, like you're gonna do that? It's a big task. I don't know if you've done meetup stuff before, Plady, but if you have, more power to you, bro. I've never tried the Hodo stuff, Wolf. I've heard good things, but I wouldn't buy electronic screwdrivers, if I'm being honest. Like, there's no... This might sound really shitty of me, but, like... If you have a mobility issue or some sort of, like, you know, you can't twist your wrist, then go for it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But the price difference to twist your wrist a few times, like... Is it worth it? You know, like, doing this is substantially cheaper than spending almost $90 on a screwdriver that eventually will break down and the batteries will die and stuff like that. And at least this screwdriver lasts forever. And like, well, not this particular one, but like I have a set that I spent like $20 on. I also bought an electronic one thinking it would be very helpful, and I'm like, oh, this will help workflow. It really doesn't. You know, half the times I forgot to charge the damn thing, and then the one that I bought, which was like the best one at the time, like the battery ended up dying on it, and then also I had to open it up and re-solder something because it just like fell off. It was crazy. I have a job interview in 40 minutes, so stressed. I wish you good luck. Don't be stressed. I know it's really easy to say out loud. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, man? Just buy a drill? Multitask champ. Oh my gosh. Don't drill the keywords, guys. I spent $80 on my multi-bit screwdriver and have a lifetime warranty. Or yeah, you could invest the extra money on like a really good set of screwdrivers and stuff like that. Like there are some expensive screwdriver kits you can get that have crazy warranties by like very reputable brands, stuff like that too. We all remember your magic stick. It wasn't called the magic stick, it was called the wow stick, okay, Soren? And it looked like a sex toy. It was really bad, dude. They did everything in their power to be sussy about that. LTT screwdriver? I don't know anything about the LTT screwdriver. I can't speak on that. I got a Frantic for $26 on TikTok. I haven't even tried the TikTok shop thing. I don't know. Every time I boot up TikTok nowadays, it's just like, man. Even today, like I was tired, woke up, kind of groggy, not sleeping well. I boot up TikTok and it's just like throwing so much information at me, and I just am like, man, everyone needs to slow it down. I scripted screw so badly in my Fuji 65 that the screw snapped in half and is lodged in the top frame. After that, I stopped using electric screwdrivers on my board. Oh, so it was from an electric screwdriver? Yeah, you gotta be careful with those guys. Like, you really gotta be careful using electric screwdrivers. Where is my brushes? Really gotta be careful. I don't really recommend them. TikTok has gone downhill. It was pretty funny during COVID. Now it's just ads. It's like ads, and then I don't even get the funny stuff anymore. I just get like news and like what's going on in the world, and it's just people's perspectives on things, which I appreciate, but like it's a lot of overwhelming stuff, and I kind of want to, like, if I'm going to consume content, like I just kind of want to shut my brain off and like, you know, laugh, but it's nothing's funny anymore. It's just like it's all some like agenda, and I'm just like, man, I'm not into this. So I've just been watching more TV and stuff lately and just watching some entertainment that way. Going through my movie archives, rewatching things. But the salami lid ain't gonna fit? What? Screwing is the last screw. Wait, screwing in the last screw won't be as satisfying with my electric screwdriver? That's true too. Well, it's not so much TikTok anymore. It's, you know what it is with every platform, right? This has nothing to do with being old, young, anything. Any platform at its early infancy, it's filled with people being creative and being awesome, and it's like the best content ever. Even the first few days, for example, of Threads was so awesome. All right? Then this is what happens, okay? And I'm not afraid to say this because like I personally can't stand it. This is what always happens, right? You get your first wave of awesome people doing creative stuff, and then something needs to happen. Two things. The business needs to start making money, and then people start wanting to make profit off of what they're doing. So then everything ends up turning into some sell point, some stupid thing where someone's trying to sell you on something. Like, it just, everything turns into a business. Threads was a very big, like, Threads was basically trying to mimic Twitter or X. And what happened with Threads is exactly what happened, why I hated Twitter so much, was it went from everyone being like awesome, showing off like creativity they were doing, telling, like, you know, even if it's just about their day, just like actual sharing of real stories, to here's my thought, part one of my thread of my thoughts of why the creative industry is going downhill. And it's always just some long bullshit to try to sell you on something. Buy my course at this. Or like, my thoughts on this, a thread. And it's like the same fucking bot bullshit that people like, you know, throw together. And it's just, yeah, it's exhausting. It's exhausting to have to like siphon through who's trying to sell you something versus what's not trying to, like, what am I consuming that's just actually fun. And I'm all for people making money doing their thing. Like, if people want to be creative and make their money, sure, go for it. But it's like, it's the most blatant ways to make, it's just a lot of lying. And that's why I'm just very over it. I X'd you a message. Yeah, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's very much all a lie. Like, time to ban the thread emoji. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate, whenever I see that emoji, I just know they're selling me a course. Whenever I see on X or Threads the little thread emoji, when someone's going to tell me something in 5 parts, I know at the end they're selling me something. They want me to buy one of their bullshit. It's like, here's what photographers are doing wrong. And it's just like a bunch of nonsense. And it's just like, well, buy this preset at the end. Buy this. Buy that. God, I hate that emoji for him. Hate it. But there's always some, like, you know, there's always something. It's I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but it's also why I don't really post my personal life, or like, I don't post things that I'll just post the keyboard stuff that I have fun doing, like taking pictures of client builds and stuff like that, and that's it. Like, I'm not about to post, like, I've been approached by so many companies and stuff like that. I would just always say no, I don't care. I'm not going to do it. Social media has turned into just regurgitating ads, poorly made memes, and political agendas. Is fucking exhausting. Yep. It's also why I just don't care anymore. I had to delete TikTok. My partner has to physically kick me off when I start scrolling Reels. Reels is another one. Everything's to sell you on something. It's exhausting. That's why I stopped. It's why I stopped making content for that, because I feel like I was starting to like feel like maybe I'm participating in that kind of stuff. I just said, fuck it, dude, frick it. Yeah. Anyways, do you want to know what you're doing wrong with your camera? Oh my god, dude, I hate stuff like that. I hate it. Yeah, today, after I'm done streaming today, guys, I'm probably going to try to de-stress a little bit today, and I'm going to clean, because I kind of tossed around a lot of my stuff in my room to find some things for the meet yesterday, and then back to our regular grind tomorrow. That's it. I'm going to clean my PC. Oh, like dust it out? I should do that too, actually. I feel like it's been a few months since I've done it. The condo here gets really dusty too, really quickly. What's up, Plastic? How am I doing today? How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I need to clean my office too. Yeah, I was just like tossing stuff around yesterday. What's up, Dev? Dev, I took, believe it or not, the few keyboards I took a few photos of your board. So I have to send you 1 or 2 pics later. I didn't really get to take too many pictures of keyboards yesterday. I just got distracted. I need to clean my windows. Do I need to clean mine? I think I do too. Today's gonna be a cleaning day. Alex, are you ignoring me? Listen here, okay? If I accidentally don't respond to something, I'm not ignoring nobody. Trust me, if I want to ignore someone, I just ban them from chat. I'm sorry, Anthony, if I missed something. I'm not sure why. I just find it relaxing sitting down and lubing/filming 120 Switch. Hours just fly by rewatching Peaky Blinders. Are you rewatching it? You know, that was one of the shows I actually watched while I was lubing Switches, and I feel like I didn't pay enough attention. Yeah, you're even handsomer in person. What the? Oh, it's you guys, please. The man has 310 viewers. We have 310 on a Sunday? God damn. Thanks, guys. I just think of Alex ignoring us as him flirting. Oh my gosh. I try to read as many comments as I think I'm pretty good at it. It's one of the few things I try to like make sure I get done correctly, is responding to people and talking. Peaky Blinders wasn't historically accurate for me. Oh, I don't even consider it to be. I just consider it to be entertainment. Are we ignoring Adam? Should we? Oh, man. We are? Oh, my gosh. We gotta start another conversation like that lineup chat on Friday. Lineup chat? Oh, my God. Dude, I don't want to hear about that anymore. You know what, Yoshi? I watched... I was just watching a YouTube video the other day. Or yesterday, rather. After I got home. And someone, it was a Canadian content creator, and they also said lineup. And I was like, you know what? And I just instantly thought of you guys. I was like, dude, that whole conversation was ridiculous. They also said lineup. Because it was like someone talking about how, basically the same thing I was telling you guys, how like Toronto loves their lineups for things. And they were joking around saying that there was a lineup for the lineup. So, you know what? If you say Q, you are British. I think Q to me definitely sounds like very English. But, yeah, we had a lineup to get into CAMK yesterday. Yeah, there was a big lineup. I'm going to be honest, guys. I was helping Minokeys bring in some stuff. And then I walked past everyone because I was carrying all the stuff in with them. And I was like, dude, I don't think last year... Was there a lineup like that last year? Maybe they watched the stream and you were a trendsetter? I mean, no, it was really old content. Do you say niche as niche or niche? Niche. I don't think I've ever heard anyone I know call it a niche. Same as last year? Okay, last year I also got there like 30 minutes early. I don't know about you guys. I have anxiety when it comes to being late. So last year I was here I was there 30 minutes early or something. So I was like the first person in line. I don't know, man. I get anxiety even if I'm like 5 minutes early. I think that's too late. So yeah, I can't do it. Even yesterday I got there like 40 minutes early. Same. Yeah, I don't want to like miss out, you know. I wasn't doing anything else, so it's like it doesn't really matter. I say niche, like nice with an ace, like niche. Really, Adam? I hate that too, but crippling anxiety trying not to be late makes me late all the time. Oh, it is like a terrible cycle. How was the meetup? It was fun. I had a good time. Is it overcompensation or fear of being I don't know what it is, Wolf. I think for me, it's like, I think it's ingrained in my head, all right? And I don't know if it's the same for everyone else. It ends up becoming a thing of respect. So maybe not in this case here because, you know, you're buying a ticket for something, you can come whenever you want. But for example, I think just in general, if someone tells me be there for 1 o'clock, all right? For me, it's a sign of respect to show up at least 15 minutes early. You know, you want to be there because you want to respect that person's time and that person's wishes. Even one thing that actually gives me more anxiety is when someone says, come around this time. Like, you can just come anytime around this time. I don't know if you guys have ever been in this situation, but when someone says, come around this time here, let's just say they say, come around 4 o'clock for dinner. But let's just say they invite 6 or 7 people. The problem is, the dinner usually doesn't start until everyone arrives. I don't want to be that one guy who's last, and then they're the holdup. And I've seen people be like an hour or 2 late to these type of things. So when someone says be around like 1 or 2, I usually kind of get defensive, and I'm like, just pick a fucking time. Just pick a time. Like, if you want me to be there for 1 or 2, just say 1 o'clock. We can all be there for 1, and we can start eating at 2. We can all chill. Being the first is also rough. I don't have a problem with being the first. I actually don't mind. Like, I'm decently, I guess I have like I'm decently social enough that I can, like, you know, be conversate with those type of with people. But yeah, I don't know. I have no problem being the first person in line. But dude, I definitely, like, maybe it's just me, I do not want to be the last. I gotta be in the middle, can't be the first or last. I'll be middle or first. I try never to be last. I don't ever want to be the hold up, you know? Being the first is helpful. Yeah, I always help. Whenever I'm first too, like, I'll try to help. I gotta be the last at party so my friends notice me and I can sneak back out. Oh my gosh. If you're not first, you're last. Middle is the sweet spot, but definitely better than last. A good friend would say be there at 6. Yeah, it drives me up the walls. Like, obviously it's not a terrible thing at the end of the day. It's a very small thing, but it's just my brain, the way it works. If someone says be around this time, oh my god, just pick a time. Just pick a time. Anyways, that's just me. I'm probably very wrong in this conversation. I can see Alex at the party, at that party meme saying nobody knows I was here first. I mean, I don't care if people know I'm first. I just don't want to be last. Honestly, if someone says a party is at 7, I'll be there at 7:30. Really, Elk One? One time I came at the time I was told, and they told me I was early. I've been to events like that too, Plady. I've had people tell me it's like 3 o'clock. But then it's the dumbest thing ever to me. Because sometimes I get told, well, even though we say 3, we actually mean 5. Like, bro, I'm not a fucking mind reader. Because one time I actually did come at like the time they said, and they meant to, like, come hours later. It's like, then why didn't you just tell me that? It's like, well, everyone knows that, you know, it's supposed to be like 4 hours after the set time. It's like, no, I actually didn't. That's not how like that sentence structure works. Drives me up the walls, bro. Dude, my cousin shows up to stuff like 2 hours late and drives me up the walls. Could you show a closer view of the metallic keys of Kaiju? Yeah, I've got one sitting on the desk here. So they're all different. They all have different kind of ways that this was done. So there'll be no 2 keys that are alike. But yeah, that's how the metallic looks. Some are more pronounced than others. I hope that helps, though. All right, let's do some stabs. Let us do some stabs. Can you drive me up the walls instead? What the? This is gonna look sick with high vis. Which one? This keyboard? Whew. So frustrating. What time does the party start? What time should I be there? Yeah. I know, extra. People think it's like, I don't know. There's like a lot of hidden stuff that I'm not socially aware of. Maybe it's just because I take everything too literally when it comes to those things, but yeah, maybe I'm just not socially aware that that's a thing. Oh, sorry, Mosaic. I thought you meant it'll look good on the protagonist. But yeah, high-vis is gonna look beautiful. I recently read that the Kaiju Preservation Society by John Scalzi. What is it about? Is it like a sci-fi type thing? sun's really out right now. I can feel the room getting warmer and warmer, especially as the equipment's on. If I start to become a little bit non-talkative, guys, it's just because I'm trying to cool down. No, I haven't done a how to solder video. I remember you bring it up on stream. Yeah, I haven't done anything like that yet. This happens quite often.
Hi, Alex.
Maze.
Thanks for signing my Alexotos envoy weight yesterday, Alexotos.
I was so honored to do that, by the way. Like, very, very honored. I hope you had a good time at the meet. Like, a very, very good time. But I've been too busy with client commissions and stuff. I haven't really gotten a chance to do any of, like, the tutorial stuff. The solder video is the last one I really need to make, or the solder article, but when I hopefully get some time, like I'm gonna be booking less streams for probably the summer, and then I'll have some time to do some of the stuff I wanted to get caught up with. So
is that the Alexotos protagonist edition? I didn't know it was a thing.
No, this one here is just done in Hunter Orange. So it's silver and orange, this guy. But yeah, it definitely has some of my colors. Did anyone ask Alex to sign their butt cheek? Huh? Excuse me? Butt cheek. Thank you though, Phil. I appreciate the prime, and also thank you so much, Maze. I appreciate you being here as well. Alright, we're not going to use foam for this board. But let's start assembling this bad boy. I want to get one of my little cloths here. Should I order GMK Panda off Vela? Vala's good. Keep in mind, I think Vala's a little slower. So if you are looking to order from Vala, just know that their shipping times, I think, definitely could be better, but you know, they haven't ran away with anything, so they're just a little slower. What the hell, Insty? How did you spam all that shit so quick? Is there? I was told there was an Alexotos body pillow coming out. There is not. Guys, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, to be honest. Mod spam? Honestly, mod spam. Might have to make Adam mod to. I type faster when I see hot guys on stream. Huh? Abuse of power. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's some chats I missed. Should I... Oh, we're doing them there. Kenny should have attended the meetup on a remote control robot. I think Trudeau ended up video chatting Kenny, I think, and then so we said hi to Kenny. I can't remember what happened. But there was some awesome people there. I think a lot of people really wanted to go to the Toronto one, but ended up they couldn't just because of like, wait, what? Oh, didn't I say hi to? I don't know who Trudeau called then. Maybe it was Jeff. I'm so mad I missed my alarm to get on stream. It's okay, we're here now. Toronto meetup was definitely short notice for some people. Yeah, it was a bit short notice for a few folk, yeah, for sure. We're also going to be using some Cupid switches today, which I think sound very lovely. They're not super loud. Do you know why the spacebar and enter stabs are flipped? Like, if there's a good reason as to why? I think it's just really alignment of things. But other than that, I don't really have like a great answer for you. It's just really how like, I mean, I've seen some keyboards are opposite and they don't really affect a whole ton. All right. Now, this keyboard can be done plateless, but obviously that's not going to be a thing today since we don't have a solderable PCB. But today, I think we use... What do you guys want to see on this today? Aluminum, polycarbonate, or FR4? What do you guys want to see? Pull it? Here, we'll do a pull. Slash pull. Plate. Aluminum. PC. FR4. We'll do a quick 2-minute pull. Yeah, it could also be for spacebar clearance. So we need some tea with lemon and honey for your throat. I just think I need to not chit chat after we're done stream today. After we're done stream, it's going to be just relaxing. And I'll just try not to talk too much. Pro tag sounds nice. I think the other thing too is because I was yelling yesterday, because it was hard to talk to people, and you had to speak a little. You have to speak a little louder, you know. Polycarbonate's winning. I am exhausted though. My eyes are killing me. I didn't sleep much again last night, so hopefully tonight get some better sleep. The Cupid switches, I believe, are, memory serves, just because I have a bunch of these. I believe they're 3.8 millimeter travel, so they're not super loud though. We appreciate you being here. Thank you, Wolf. Polycarbonate. Looks like Polycarb's gonna win. I can help massage your temples for you, Alex. I would love that. That would be great, Insty. That would be good. I think this is polycarb. Looks like polycarbonate. Will that be the plate that wins? Who knows? Very nice leaf springs. How are they mounted in the case? Well, in the case, they look like this. They just have flat beds where they're really going to be sitting. It does look like you can also top mount this, which so you can get double. So technically we can do both. I think polycarbonate probably will be the best option. Or you can do this plateless, but it'll be mounted from the plate or from the PCB. Or you can do a top mount. They're going to be a silicone sock. It's not really a gasket. Polycarbonate wins, which I think is the best choice, actually. I think that probably is the best choice, because if we end up not liking the gasket, or I guess the socks, still a gasket. We can switch this to top. And top mount polycarbonate is actually pretty nice. TwitchCon? Where is TwitchCon? Is it in Canada? I don't think it is, but it'd be nice if it was. This is a prototype, Therak, yeah. I'll show you the case here in a bit. It's an interesting looking keyboard. They say it's retro style, but I strongly disagree with that. I think it maybe is a little bit inspired by some retro design elements, maybe, but it's like very lightly inspired. Yeah, I also don't care for this. However, this does have gasket socks, so we can just opt to not use this. This here, though, again, super honest opinion here, you're probably not going to want to use this, and it's a shame that they put this here. So maybe there'll be some notes that we put in our notes to them, some stuff we put in our notes there. If you guys are going to wonder why I typically don't recommend this, we'll go over this really quick, just because I feel like I need to give you guys some context. It's obviously all preference, but this here, when you have any sort of mounting point that sits underneath the spacebar, it makes the spacebar really stiff, which makes it a little bit more fatiguing. So when you press it, you don't get that nice bounce back. You're just getting a very kind of stiff piece of plastic that you're jamming your thumb into, which can actually make you really tired while typing. As well as this kind of makes the sound a little bit more plasticky and just a little bit less airy and poppy. You tend to get nicer sounding space bars when you have nothing underneath the space bar, and you can let the space bar just do its own thing, resonate in the case. Now again, you can opt to just not put it on, but sometimes what happens is, because this will flex up and down, it'll end up tapping the metal case. So this could just be non-beneficial to even have here as an option. Sometimes it doesn't do that at all though. But typically I recommend people to not install them, or not just even have them, because I think at the end of the day they do more harm than good. I know it's preference, I get that, but I would say typically most people probably don't like them. At least people that I've spoken to and seen and hear in chat, I don't really care for them too much. 7U is king. 7U is nice. Also, this plate is very nice too. Not noticing any sort of flex down with the plate. So you probably don't need to use something like a plate fork for this. I just adopt your opinions as my own. Appreciate that, Adam. 2 peas in a pod we are. No would be better than 7U. 10U. I don't know about that one. 10U spacebars. I don't know. You know, I really don't know. This is a hot swap PCB right now. I'm assuming they're going to be making a solderable. Again, I don't have all the pieces of information. This is more of just a showcase for their IC unit. Alex, I'd like you... Oh my god. Alex, I'd like to invite you to the meetup I'm hosting in my bedroom. Only 1 ticket left, and it's invite only. What the fuck, Adam? Adam, are you hitting on me right now? What's going on, dude? Have you tried the lattice mount in the Sonnet? Not yet. Soon, though. The moment they're ready to go with it, I hope to try it. I have confidence in it, though. I think it's going to be awesome. Hopefully it kind of takes one of my favorite cases they've ever made, pairs it with my, I'd say one of my favorite mounting styles right now on keyboards. I love those lattice mounts. They sound so good. But I'm very excited. My favorite HMX switch is Macchiatos. I like the long pull switches. Don't get me wrong, they're fun, but I think I'm kind of on a little trend right now where I'm really liking full travel as well. But I like a healthy mix of things. I do. God, dude, I can feel myself just like so tired right now. So I apologize if I seem a little bit out of it. Macchiato is full travel, yes. HMX Milky Whites? I have not tried those. Are they nice? The stream and chat is so chill, I love it. Yeah, we try not to have like a super chaotic energy here. Sometimes we get a little sussy and weird, but I don't know. Maybe it's a sign of me getting a little older. I just kind of don't like the whole like super crazy chats. Like they're cool, but it's too much. Everyone here is pretty chill. Chat is chill until Scrubs gets here. True. It's my favorite part. Oh, putting in the switches. Vertex V1s are very nice too. They have a decent lube to them. Driving is so exhausting. I drove 7 hours in total yesterday to go buy a car. Oh my gosh. You said that cream clickies are underrated switch. I bought them for my next build. Dude, cream clickies are very underrated. I feel like no one really like got in on that hype for them because they're such a unique clicky switch. It's like Snapples, you know, like the Snapples lids. Every keyboard building stream I used to watch are so chill. I think that's also just the keyboard community in general. Maybe not Tim's chat. Tim is a bit sus, and he also ignores everybody that talks to him, especially me and Insty. But everyone's pretty chill. Wait, Tim streams? I should say used to. Used to stream. 9A is a bit louder, yeah. 9A is a bit more energetic, but I think it suits her personality. I think Stubbs is a little bit on the chiller side too. He's a bit more chill. I haven't noticed any like high energy, like, I don't know, maybe now I'm thinking about 9A in comparison to Stubbs. If caffeine were a person, it'd be 9A. True. Very, very true. What video games do I play? So, right now, what video games am I playing? What am I playing right now? I am playing Minecraft Dungeons right now because they got nothing else to do. Helldivers I'm playing a lot of. I'm doing also, I'll be honest, there's not a whole lot that I'm playing. I was playing Hades, the new one, but I beat all the bosses and I have to wait till everything's out already. And I don't feel like farming equipment because I don't know if my save file's going to reset. Also playing games with my heart? Oh my gosh. What else am I playing? I don't know. I really don't know what else I'm playing right now. I don't think I'm doing anything else, to be honest. I don't have any other games. Oh, they're confirmed to roll over? Oh, maybe I'll farm that a little bit more then. Yeah. Nothing else, really. I don't know. There's not much else I'm doing. Right now, my biggest interest right now is just TFT. Yeah, TFT is definitely still on my rotation. Man, I've been losing so much TFT though. I actually had a decent game the other day. I got some decent rounds in, but I've been just from Plat 3 to Plat 4 to Plat 2 to Plat 3. It has been not fun in that regards. Not doing so hot there. Yeah, the Cupid switches are cute. The gamers yearn for the mines. Yeah, Minecraft's fun, but I don't think I'll actually play like Minecraft. I'd rather just stick and play. Let me see something here. Because you know what? I'm noticing that this USB-C doesn't align very well. This might be a problem with the keyboard. I don't know if alignment has been done well on this. Let me actually double check something. Again, this is a prototype, so there's probably going to be some oddities to this. Oh, why isn't this lifting here? Let's see. Is there a way I can kind of adjust that? I think we'll have to take off this to find that out. All right, let's unscrew it. That sound? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was from. Just some friction. Did not sound good. Yeah, it wasn't a screw or anything. It just looks like it was friction a little bit. Nothing's damaged or anything though. There's going to be a few notes that I'm already going to bring up to them when it comes to the final design. One being the ribbon cables I'd like to see be JST. I don't know if you can have the JST on the OLED, but that would be nice. What bit do I need for this? The alignment of the USB-C already seems like it's going to be a small bit of an issue, but I guess we'll see as we open this up too. Let's see, what do we got underneath this anyways? Friction's always good when it comes, when it's between us. Huh? Am I going to be trying the Tastia Rosa? Oh, I think I'm pronouncing that very wrong, but no one's reached out to me for it yet, but maybe? Question mark? All right, so I think maybe this is just not screwed in enough. Oh yeah, okay, this is just not screwed in enough. Okay, maybe the alignment's not an issue. Maybe they just didn't screw it in well enough on this prototype. The case does have a lot of screws, but that also might be a plus for some people who are really into building. All right, let's see if this adjustment to the screw fixes that. I actually got some Nixies in my Envoy, different from what I'm used to, but they're quite nice. Hell yeah, dude. But there are a lot of parts to this build, which again, definitely from a strictly CNC machining standpoint type thing, definitely makes sense. The price point being a little higher in this guy. A lot of parts. Everything seems like it's done with pretty big quality as well. I haven't noticed any sort of like concerns quality-wise. Everything seems like pretty solid. All right. Let's see now. Does it align properly? Oh, it wants to sit properly on this. Ziz wants a compliment. Hey, you know what always aligns properly? Me and you. I hope you're having a fantastic day, dude. Nope. Okay. The alignment of the USB-C needs to be worked on. I will let them know. It doesn't seem like it wants to sit nicely, unfortunately. I don't even know if I can plug this in. Let me double check one more time. I'll double check this. Also, yeah, something definitely is causing some friction here, which I think is actually the daughter board. What's the case? This is called the Epoch87. Again, this is a prototype unit, so we're probably going to see a few things that are a little bit weird. This is still technically an IC. Sounds like a creaky doorknob. It's the FR4 from the daughter board touching the case, causing it to squeak. Turns out we don't need to head out just yet. This is one of the chunky rear of the board. Definitely a very chunky board. So you can see, I think what's supposed to happen. Oh, here, let me show you guys. This is supposed to sit a little bit more flush to the top here, but it's not. Something's very much blocking that from happening. Yeah, it's just not sitting nicely. All right, well, I'll let them know. Let me try to screw this in just a smidge more, I guess. How pretty is that orange rectangle? Oh, this guy over here. This little orange guy. Yeah, I don't think this is going to screw in anymore, guys. So we might not be able to test. Maybe. Maybe I'll be able to test it. All right. Let's just screw this back together, and we'll go from there. See what happens. Thank you guys for the input. Oh, what happened? What happened, Simon? She asked the proto designer to rename the orange color to Alexotos orange for the Epoch87. They don't have an orange color. The plate material today we're doing is PC. Oh, the protagonist. No. Also, small little note here. I like pointing out these small little features, but you can see how they stepped the aluminum here to kind of give the bottom a little bit more structure and support. That kind of helps with that lower front height, which is awesome. Lower front height in keyboards are fantastic. But I guess let's start by doing the keyboard with gaskets. And then we can go into top mount if we need to do so. If we end up really hating this, we'll go into top mount. But we'll start with gaskets. Why does it cost 1,500 points for you to drink water? I don't know. Great, these are great questions. I don't have answers to, unfortunately. They are Cupid switches, yes. Second favorite HMX is cheese switches. All right, let's put this guy on. You have almost no accessories? What do you mean? For the keyboard? Most of the stuff is already installed, by the way. Like, the daughter board was already installed. The OLED was already installed. Whew. I'm sweaty now. We're gonna start with gasket, and then we'll move to top mount if we so feel the need to. I probably will end up switching to top mount because that's probably what's going to be my preferred mounting style on this keyboard. We're just putting on some little gasket socks now. I'm going to ignore the gasket socks underneath the spacebar, by the way. If we need to put them on, I'll put them on, but we'll see what it sounds like without first. Yeah, Keybay was there too. It was fun meeting Keybay for the first time as well. What's up, Gray? How you doing? Alright, so what's the expectation here? What is the expectation on how to get this all lined up? I'm guessing we have to go from the top first. And then we have to plug this guy in. So let's do this. I'm not loving some of the alignment for the gaskets here. Maybe I should have pushed them in a little bit more. But they seem a little bit tight here on the top, which might be fine. But oh well, let's try this. Let's take this out, put this guy in. Alright, that's in. I also don't like how the ribbon cable sits right on top where the gasket's supposed to be. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be intentional that way, but not loving that. They should have maybe opened up like a little... I mean, they should have just installed the OLED on the bottom, I think. Alright, now let's put on the bottom piece. Either you have leftovers for gaskets. I'm not putting gaskets on underneath the spacebar, as an FYI. I explained earlier that I think any sort of mounting points underneath the spacebar usually tend to make spacebar sound a little bit funky and also feel kind of fatiguing. So I tend to ignore putting spacebars there or gaskets under the spacebar. God, I hate ribbon cables. Hate them, hate them, hate them. They're all so finicky. Let's just do like this, I guess. And I have shaky hands, so doesn't help at all. Maybe I have to get tweezers out of my drawer. Yeah, probably do. Tweezers. Patience King. Alright. These are in. Let's flip this over. Not the worst install in the world. Definitely not as frustrating as the Tenet. Tenet's still probably the worst out of all these. But let's screw in the final screws. This is hot swap today. Oh, sorry, my camera's freaking out. As t-shirt season is approaching us, I like seeing everyone's tattoos. That's true. Everyone does have pretty cool tattoos. Does plate material affect cream clickies? Hard to say. I haven't really done that kind of experimenting with cream clickies. I would assume it might in some way, but you're probably gonna get overpowered by the clicky part of the switch, you know? You'll probably get a little overpowered by that. All right, let's put the feet in. And again, we can swap to top mount if we need to. Where were the feet? Which baggie were they in? There's like a million baggies for this. One of these is the feet baggie. This one. These feet just flew right out. So I don't know if there's a wrong and right way. They look like they're interchangeable here. Now, some people don't actually like these type of feet, I've learned. I've learned that some people think these feet make keyboards sound kind of thuddy, which I don't know if I really agree with. I feel like it very much depends. Although I personally love pressing feet like this. They hide the screws, so if you want that cleaner design, you don't have to worry about, you know, adhesives. I like what they did with this too. This looks nice with the feet too. All right. So now you can flip this guy over. I think I might have got the USB-C aligned enough. Let's see. Did I? I did. Oh, look at that. Now, it does look like the OLED is a little bit too big for the window here, which might mean we might have to end up swapping, I guess, whatever's on this. Maybe it's going to be programmed to be a little bit smaller, but I don't have any sort of program or anything to alter this. They didn't give me anything. But yeah, so it does have that little OLED in the top there. It's going to be around $450. That might change in the future. So yeah, interesting. Very interesting. A little deceiving, obviously, because you would think this whole thing might be an OLED, but it's just this little piece right over here. Now, let's figure out some keycaps for this guy. I am not too sure. Let me see what I have. I have no idea about release. It's all TBD. The designer just wanted to show this off. I would consider this more of like an IC slash, what's it called? Just a unboxing and kind of showing people the board. But yeah, the company running it basically doesn't have all the final details yet. So Cladney would fit. Should I just put Cladney on this? Should we just do that? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do Cladney. Screw it. Let me get the other board with Cladney on it. 1 second, guys. Cladney been getting too much boards these days. So again, this is this is actually pretty bouncy. This is the gasket config. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna end up liking this more in, what's it called? Top mount, but we'll see. We shall see. What's my biggest pet peeve? I'm a stressy individual, and I kind of do think I have a bunch of pet peeves. I think more recently, my biggest pet peeve, absolute biggest pet peeve, hear me out and I guess maybe try to be understanding of where I'm coming from, but you can also disagree. It's when I'm walking on the sidewalk and I see like a whole bunch of people, and this happens so fucking often. And there's obviously people having a good time doing whatever they're doing on the sidewalk. I'm not trying to take away from that. But if the sidewalk's this big, let's just say it's here to here, and I'm walking here against a wall, those people will just continue to walk in their line, not moving, and then you kind of have to like squish yourself or run into them because they're just so unaware of other people. That is my biggest pet peeve. And it happens so often here in Toronto. And I think it's like a main character syndrome that people have here. Like nobody gives a flying fuck about anyone else. When I'm out with people and I see people coming, you know, I'm not afraid to move in front of friends or whoever that I'm walking with, or just move behind them and give other people the, you know, room to walk. Common courtesy. But Jesus, dude, I think that's my biggest pet peeve as of late. No awareness of anyone else. Again, maybe they're having a bad day. I get it. You know, there could be a bajillion things going on. But, man, there's no way it happens all the time. But yeah, biggest pet peeve. Happened to me literally, was it? I didn't actually walk anywhere yesterday. I took a taxi basically to the thing there. But when I was walking a few days ago, there was 2 younger people walking their dogs, and I had nowhere to move, so I just stood still, and they still had to say something like they looked so annoyed that I was in their way walking on their sidewalk. I was like, Jesus, man. Nowhere to move though, but they were so frustrated looking. Since you're from Toronto, who won the beef? Beef of what, sorry? Do you mean the whole Drake thing? Honestly, I could care less about that beef. I think it's funny to watch people argue about that stuff, but they're ultimately profiting off of it, so who cares? Any suggestions on spring swapping Nixies? Any preferred spring? I'm having a hard time choosing. I think TX springs, specifically 58 gram long, are very, very nice. I would try to maybe just avoid like the double stage and stuff like that. I think that stuff can get kind of confusing for a lot of people. Alright. But yeah, Vader. Honestly, I don't even know. J. Cole won by bowing out early. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, I think as I get older, I care less about other people's arguments. Especially stuff that doesn't affect me. I guess it's good entertainment, I suppose, but I don't know. Alright. Let's put that on. I have a feeling we're gonna have to probably put the gasket socks on the bottom. I can already tell that the PC is touching something, but we'll see. We shall see. Let's put all the keycaps on first. Huh? How? What happened? I thought I did my stab good, but they're so rattly. A little extra lube doesn't hurt sometimes. Don't be afraid to make sure everything's installed correctly, tune it up, you know. Got all the GMK dust everywhere. Thanks, GMK. Thank you, thank you. Glad it does look good on this. Also, sorry, there's like sun everywhere. I thought my blinds were closed, but I guess not. Then I think I might want to tune up some of this spacebar as well. I feel like I need to tune it up just a smidge. Oh, let's do print scroll. It'll bleach? Nah. In a few seconds it'll be here. It won't. It'll be fine. Insert. Home. Page up. Page down. And favorite entry-level keyboard? Honestly, probably the Neo Ergo right now. That thing is crazy good. But, I mean, in terms of other boards, I personally still really like the Envoy. I think it's just a really nice board, and I just enjoy using it. Alright, let me quickly just tune the spacebar key. I feel like that didn't get as much love as I wanted it to. The Neo Ergo is probably like, I mean, it's not going to be for everyone though right now. Like, that's the thing, right? Because it's a different layout, but the Neo Ergo is pretty fire, dude. A Mirage Envoy to meet up. Also a very nice keyboard. The Mirage color is very interesting. All right. Let me just tune this up a smidge, guys, and then we'll get to testing this a little bit. I think I'm probably going to swap to top mount. Only this spacebar will do. Oh, my camera just died. It's probably too hot. Yeah, camera went out. Where'd my streamer go? Let me close the blinds. Incomprehensible. Oop. It's way too hot in here. We don't have AC, by the way. Earthquake? My bad, my bad. All right, let's see. So this is with PC plate. We're using Cupid switches, which I've used before and I quite like. That's why I ended up getting more. And this is the Epoch87. We are gonna we're definitely gonna be trying out the top mount version of this as well. But this is the gasket sock, so it's sitting on silicone gasket socks. It's actually not bad. You know, I was a little bit worried the spacebar would be kind of empty, but it has more of like a thuddy, bassy sound to it. I wouldn't say it's the brightest spacebar in the world, but I think it kind of makes it unique. I don't know. I will disagree, Cheeseman. I don't think it's hollow. I just think it's. Do you think it's hollow? Maybe some more reverb for sure. I don't like this side of the keyboard in the gasket config. This sounds really hollow to me. Yeah, I would say in the gasket config, this is not my absolute favorite sound profile personally. I think it does sound non-hollow though. Maybe over here is where it does start to sound a little bit crappy. I don't think this sounds bad. But let's try the top mount. Let's try doing this in top mount config before we do anything. Yeah, the right side's a little bit thinner for sure. Good to see though that the lack of gaskets on the spacebar don't make it sound plasticky or weird, which is nice. Very, very nice. All right, let's unscrew this guy now. Where did I put the screwdriver? Here you are. He fell off. Why does the gasket config influence the sound so much on the right side? So it sometimes even is just how things are structured with the aluminum over here. It could just be reflecting sound differently. So if we did flex cut, this would sound quite awful actually. So some other notes about the board, the quality of it. So the coating on this plus the copper weight, everything seems really good. Like even the PVD on this guy, this extra set of weight over here, everything's very high quality, which is good to see, especially coming from a newer vendor. So happy to see that they didn't take any shortcuts there. Considering this is quite the large amount of pieces to get this thing going to. The protagonist is very nice. I'm very happy with it overall. Very, very happy. Right. I think I got all the screws. Oh my god, dude, I don't know if you guys can see. I am sweating right now. It is so hot, dude. Alright, now. Don't love the way this disassembles. But we'll deal with it for now. How you feeling? I'm so hot. I'm tired. Very tired and hot. Like I said, I haven't got proper sleep in some time because of the heat, but... Alright, let's take this off for the time being too. Let's take off our socks. How was the meet? The meet was good, dude. Got to see so many awesome people. Got to see awesome keyboards. It was nice. I want to attend more meetups. Like I think I got the little bit of the meetup bug now, you know? Why are we taking off our socks? You're right, guys. That's inappropriate. You're very right. We shouldn't take off our socks. All right, now to find out which screws go on the top mount here. I think it's these ones. Socks and sandals. How would you differentiate between a novice, intermediate, and custom experienced keyboard enthusiast? I don't like looking at the keyboard hobby that way, if that makes sense. I just think if you're having fun with keyboards, you're having fun with keyboards. Like, I think there might be different skill levels of, like, maybe how you approach some modding aspects. But I've seen people who would consider themselves, like, you know, if you want to label people, like, veterans. Like, even myself, I fuck up on stuff. I don't know. I tend to avoid kind of labeling people like that. If you're just enjoying the hobby, you're enjoying the hobby. I think maybe labeling yourself has its time and place. Whew. How's my Sunday? I mean, I didn't really do much this morning. I woke up, the heat is insane still. Like, we still don't have AC, so I'm just dying. I didn't sleep again because of no circulation in our, like, in the room. Didn't even know how to use 3 shells. 3 shells? What do you mean? I don't know. I'm a little delirious right now because of lack of sleep too. But not hindering our ability to stream today, thankfully. To hydrate redeem? Yeah, I might need to get some more water actually. We're almost out of water. What happened, Thud? What's gonna give me some relief? Lots of ice in a cooler? Shit, I should do that. That's actually a really good idea, actually. Posture check redeem? I should definitely do that. I've seen people talk about that, and it seems like a very valid solution. Alright, that is installed. And then let's install this guy. Let's bring this further down the table. Does your desk ever scratch boards? I haven't had it happen. Oddly, the only thing I've ever scratched on my desk was one time I left something very small and I scratched one of my cameras when I set it down, but never my keyboards, believe it or not. Can't say I've had that happen. Can't say I have. Give me one moment, guys, while I install this really annoying cable. And there we go. Website says $1. It'll be $4.50. That the last price they told me was $4.50. I'm gonna go off what they told me, which again is the latest price point, but it could go for more, it could go for less. I don't know their plans with the board, but when I communicated, they said around $4.50. What's my go-to spices and ingredients? Depends on what you're cooking. I have been trying different things, like with when I cook, like, I know I did ribs with a few different ways to cook ribs, like a few weeks ago, because I had ribs on sale. Steaks, I kind of have just settled on the basics. Like if I do a cut of meat, honestly, dude, unless I'm marinating it, like I found some cheap flank steak, which I did with like Worcestershire sauce and like a whole bunch of other things. That I'll experiment, but if it's just steak, dude, salt and pep. That's it. With fish, I don't know, I'm pretty basic with fish. Plus, we don't really make a lot of fish. And then, I don't know, just other dishes depends too. Really, really depends. For any recipe, 205. Okay there, buddy. You gotta be smarter, the steak in butter and garlic powder. I mean, or smother, you said. I also use garlic powder, a little bit of garlic and butter as well, but mainly just salt and pep. I find if I don't know, you guys can make fun of me or whatever. If I over season shit, then I just taste the seasoning. And I kind of want the flavor of whatever you're cooking to shine through too, right? It's a balance. Like obviously there are some seasonings that taste really good when you have like a cut of whatever you're doing. Alright, so this is the top mount. I did put the screw underneath the spacebar as well. You can already tell how dull that is. I don't know if I like this more than I like the gasket. I think I prefer the gasket actually, oddly enough. Spacebar's a smidge weak, I'd say. Yeah. The problem is if I do unscrew this spacebar, because it sits flush with the aluminum, it's gonna smack against it. We can plug it in. There's not much gonna happen though. I need files for this. So it turns on. It recognizes and everything. I like the spacebar. I mean, everyone's gonna have different preferences. The alphas are not bad. I think the alphas are quite full. Like they're not bad, but they're struggling to penetrate the market with this project. It needs a lot of work still. Yeah, I think a few things need to happen with this project. Again, we are kind of looking at this as an interest check / we're going to give as much criticism as we possibly can. Yeah, the screen should be eventually customizable. Two things. I think the internals slightly need to be reworked. The gaskets, when I did have the gaskets, they were just way too close, and I did mention this. They didn't seem like they were fitting very well into the frame. So there's a lot of pressure happening with these gaskets, and you're probably losing a lot of what they're supposed to be doing. So I think the internal frame needs to be just reworked a smidge. I think the gasket points need to be completely, all the stuff off the PCB and the plate needs to be completely removed from underneath the spacebar. I mean, other than that, the ribbon cables are a smidge annoying to use. I wouldn't say they're make or break anything. I probably would recommend the design team to also add some sort of, if we open this up one more time, try a different switch. We could try a different switch. Let me try one thing too. Let's just open this up. We still have a few minutes on the stream. Probably would recommend them to also take a look at even just kind of redesigning how they have things installed, like the ribbon cables. Because one thing I don't really like is how the ribbon cable kind of basically fits right underneath the top part. I'll show you guys. Yeah, the price is definitely coming from how intricate this design is and how many pieces This design is, for sure. I don't disagree. Loving the hair? Thank you, dude. It was nicer. I swear to God, it was nicer like an hour ago. And then I started sweating, and now I feel like I'm just sweating it all off. Also, this USB-C needs to be slightly reworked as well because the USB-C, like the daughter board, is putting a little pressure on the case, which eventually will probably damage it. But you can see there's just a lot of screw points. Like we'll get rid of the one under the space bar. I have a feeling it's going to cause it to rattle. This just kind of sits like that, which is a bit awkward. All right. Let's try this one more time with this unscrewed. Like I said, I'm a little worried. And should we force break this? I feel like we might have to. Okay, let's try force breaking a little piece of this. Let's try. Shall we? The adhesive is coming off on this one. We'll just get rid of that one there. Is tape mod still a thing? Yeah, it is. It's very preference based though, because it has a very distinct sound profile that you may or may not like. Am I missing the screw on the bottom right, or is it just the lighting? Oh, you know what? I might be missing one there. Let me readjust it. Maybe they just didn't send enough screws, or maybe did I just unscrew that, or did it fall off? Let's see. Let's put that screw in. Good eye, Durian. Yeah, maybe I just didn't screw that in there. All right, we're gonna tape mod it, or force break it rather. Let's put you back together here. Or you know what? Let's do it the other way around. We could add the gasket sock in. I can already tell you, I think the spacebar sounds a million times better now, by the way. Let's see. Hang on, this is gonna get better. I think this is gonna sound much better now. But obviously, a few things probably need to be readjusted, which is fine. Again, this is a prototype. Both, how you doing? How was your stream? How you doing? Cloudy looks so good on the cream. Yeah, this is a very like unique cream too. Like it's not quite as like, it has a bit more yellow in it opposed to just being a bit more warm and beige. So very nice. All good, Levin. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I think I'm just sweaty today because we have no AC here, you know. But doing good. I hope you guys had a fun stream doing keyboard stuff too. Ouch. Yeah, I know. Trying my best. I feel a little delirious with the heat today. Truth be told. Just a smidge. Yeah, I agree with Stun. I will give credit to where it's due here for their first keyboard, because this is this company's. I don't know if it's the design studio's first keyboard, but for their first like project, I feel like this is very ambitious, and that's cool. I appreciate it. I feel like there's a lot done well with this. Like the design language is really cool. I think adding, even with the ribbon cables being a little bit meh, I still think it's done better than most. Few little kinks need to work out, and I think this would be a fun little board, Yeah, I wouldn't say this is like crazy amount of, like the spacebar already sounds better. I think the force break, maybe they do need to add some sort of sticker at the top or just some way to kind of separate some of the metal. Oh, that spacebar is night and day now, guys. That is absolutely night and day. I actually like this spacebar now. Ooh. I don't hear any rattle of the plate touching the top, which is good to note as well. Ooh. Force break, stay winning. So yeah, a few minor things. Ooh, that spacebar does sound nice like this though. And also that up arrow is pretty nice. Let's try putting in a different spacebar switch. Where's my bunch of Nixies that I have? Here's my pocket Nixies. Top right's a little weak still, I agree. I agree. It's not bad with the Nixie. The front height being 18.5 is nice. I like the Cupid a little better. I think it just goes with the alphas. The Nixie's a little bit jarring on this. We can try a long pull switch. Let's try an Obscura switch. I think I still have a few of those lubed. Sounds more or less like the Cupid. All right. I think the gasket was okay. Again, gasket mount for this, the sound profile wasn't exactly my cup of tea, but this is really nice. Yeah, if you wanted something with this styling, which I think is kind of unique, you know, again, there's a few minor things I would suggest that they kind of tune up and replace a little bit here. But it is definitely a unique keyboard. It has a low front height. I think the typing, and I don't have that info on this, typing angle looks like it's about 7 or 8 degrees. The side profile is nice. It is a bit chunkier. It definitely has some weight to it. I think the weight system's kind of nice. It seems like it's a fun board. It is on the expensive side because of how many pieces really are going into making this. A few minor tweaks to the internals. Yeah, this is nice. I don't mind this at all. Definitely different. I would love to see more about what the screen can, you know, we can set up the screen to do. But not bad. They have an estimated price of $450, which is definitely more on the premium side. But again, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I mean, and then there's a lot of smaller pieces. There's a lot of pieces to this. Try no desk pad. What do you guys think with no desk pad? Half on, half off. Let's do it. Nah, sounds the same. I prefer it with, yeah. All right, well, that's pretty much the stream today. I'm going to be relaying a lot of this information to them. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy with the way the board turned out. Even with some of the minor things I'd want them to kind of revise and take a look at. But not bad. Not bad at all. I can't say I'm not happy. Let's just plug it in. Can't say I'm disliking it at all. Again, I would love to see what the screen can actually do. Really interesting keyboard. Yeah, definitely an interesting one. All right, let's go see if we can go raid, guys. I'm gonna go drink some cold water and just try to stay cool for the rest of the day, because I am dying right now, dude. I might even just like quickly take a cold shower or something, because I am dying right now, dude. Let's go raid Jay. You guys have a great one. Love you guys for being here. Thanks for everything. Fun little board. If you guys want to learn more about it, you can go to the like I said, they just sent this over to take a look at. But you can go take a look at the build command. Bye everybody. See you guys later and talk to you guys very, very soon. And thanks for showing up to the meetup yesterday, for everyone who did show up, and I will see you guys tomorrow on stream. Bye, everybody. See ya.